bud, what are you doing? What are you looking for, buddy? What's under there?
Hey feline friends, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been several weeks since I've uploaded, so I just want to say thank you so much for being so patient with me. And I also want to say welcome to all of the new subscribers. I was really surprised to see that Spike's channel has continued to gain traction. I've mentioned previously that I just strictly do this as a hobby, so my intention was to never try to actively grow his channel, but just more so use this as kind of an outlet to share all of the knowledge I've learned along the way while we're raising Spike. So thank you so much for subscribing, and I look forward to sharing more stories with you all. So because it has been quite some time since I've uploaded, I thought it would be fun to take a little break from my usual educational content and just casually share how Spike has changed since he's grown from a kitten into an adult. Spike is officially over 1 year old now, which is the marker of adulthood in cats. I have heard that Russian blues do mature a little more slowly than other types of cats, and Spike is still relatively smaller than what we're expecting him to look like, so I do think he's still growing. But for the most part, we have noticed him maturing a lot. I know that sounds funny because, you know, he's a cat, but he has matured a lot. It's been very evident. And I thought it'd just be fun to share 5 of the most noticeable behavior changes we've seen in him. Of course, I want to put my usual disclaimer in here that all cats are different, all Russian blues are different, so his behavior changes are related to his specific personality, and for you Russian blue owners out there, you may see differently in your cats at home. So without further ado, and in no particular order, here are 5 of the most noticeable behavior changes we've seen in Spike. So the first thing we notice is that he's definitely more calm now that he's an adult. I also have read a few websites talking about how this is attributed to getting your cat neutered, especially male cats, because male cats tend to behave I guess more naughty or worse before they're neutered. Then after neuter, once the testosterone wears off, they do become more noticeably calm. This is definitely true for Spike. I don't know if it's related to his neuter or not, but either way, he has become a lot more calm and mature. I don't know if I should keep using the word mature, but I feel like it's fitting for him. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, he has become way more calm. When he was a kitten, he was just constantly getting into trouble. He was always looking for things to destroy. He was digging into our trash cans, ripping up our toilet paper, ripping up papers on my desk. But now he's just more chill. When he was a kitten, he never liked looking out the window. He always wanted to be around us, play with us, crawl on different things, break different things. But now he spends most of his day looking out the window, which I really like. When he was a kitten, I was kind of worried that he wouldn't like window watching because he just never did it. I know that's a really big form of entertainment for a lot of cats, so I'm glad that he grew into it. So he'll spend most of his day just sitting by the window and just looking at cars and birds and bugs. There's a lot of bugs on our apartment window. I don't know if that's common in the city, but there's constantly spiders building webs and he just gets so fascinated by them. He's looking out the window right now. I just want to quickly show you guys because he looks very cute.
Spike! Hi, bud. Have a good view today? You enjoying the sun? Good boy.
He's just been chilling next to me this whole time, being a very good boy. The next behavior trait I want to talk about is somewhat related to him just calming down and mellowing out as he got older. Because he's more mellow now, that inherently makes him engage in less naughty behavior. He doesn't try to rip up our toilet paper as much, and he just generally doesn't do bad things anymore. But I like to think it's because we've tried to reinforce good behavior in him. So if you've watched my previous videos, some of you were asking me how to kind of discourage bad behavior in your cats, and the best way to do that is to actually just ignore your cats when they're doing something bad. So, I mean, obviously, if they're like ripping up toilet paper and you want to stop them, yeah, like you can take them away from the toilet paper and close the bathroom door or whatever. But after that, it's best if you just don't engage with them, you just walk away, because usually when cats are doing that, that's because they really want attention. As Spike was growing up, we did try to give him treats when, you know, he was being calm and he was just waiting for us patiently. And so I think he's slowly associated, you know, sitting and waiting with treats. So that has definitely helped him kind of be better behaved and destroy less things in our apartment. I have to pause for a bit because he's in the cutest position right now. Spike, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, what is he doing? He has like his feet wrapped around my laptop and he's just sprawled out in the sun. It's the cutest thing. Okay, so the next trait is a little more sad, I guess. I have noticed that he has gotten pickier with when he wants to cuddle with us as he's gotten older. It's kind of funny because it's like, you know, when people are kids, they constantly want to be held by their parents, and it's almost like he's kind of in his adolescent phase where he doesn't want to be around us or on our laps all the time. When he was a kitten, he just would constantly be looking for our laps. He would constantly be sleeping on us, whether we were sitting at the dinner table, on the couch, on the bed, whatever, he would always come looking for us. But now that he's gotten older, we actually try to cuddle with him more than he tries to cuddle with us. But he's very, very picky about it. If we kind of bring him over to our laps, he'll be like, nope, I get to choose when we cuddle, and he'll just walk away and then come back when he feels like cuddling. So number 4 and number 5 kind of go hand in hand, so I'm going to talk about them together. Because we've spent so much time with Spike, obviously we've bonded more with him, he's more familiar with us, he trusts us, and because of that, we've also kind of keyed into ways that he tries to communicate with us. So for example, Spike is fairly vocal whenever he wants something, and he'll try to lead us to an area in the apartment because he's familiar with the structure and layout of our apartment now, to indicate what he wants. One example of this is when he wants to be brushed. When he wants to be brushed, he'll start meowing. It's usually right after he wakes up from his afternoon nap. He'll start meowing up a storm, and he'll just trudge over to the couch. Well, first he'll come over to us, start meowing, and then he'll slowly start walking to the couch, kind of indicating to us that he wants us to follow him. And then once we sit on the couch, then he will jump up on our lap, and then we'll start brushing him, because that's usually what he wants. And then if he wants a treat, he'll go over to the treat drawer. If you've seen some of my past videos, you know we keep all of his treats in one specific drawer in the kitchen, and he knows where his treats are at this point. Around the same general time, we usually give him a treat. He'll start meowing, and then he'll kind of just sprint over to the drawer if we're following him, and then he'll sit down because he knows that sitting leads to getting a treat. And then probably my least favorite, but something we've gotten used to, is Spike waking us up at 5 a.m. for breakfast. I did mention in my previous video that we did thankfully get him to sleep throughout most of the night. He'll usually go to bed with us around 9 or 10 p.m. Yes, I'm a grandma, so I go to bed really early, but around 9 or 10 p.m. I'll start to settle down in bed, and he'll just come on my lap or my partner's lap and sleep with us until 5 a.m. It's so funny because without fail, once it's 5 a.m., he will just spring up and start meowing in our ears. He'll start walking all over our chest and just like do laps around our head, and that's his signal to us that he's hungry and he wants breakfast now. But usually once we feed him at 5 a.m. he'll go back to sleep, and that's generally when me or my partner wake up to go pee or go to the bathroom anyway, so it kind of works out. Alright, well that wraps up this video. I hope you all enjoyed this. Like I said, it's not the usual educational content I put out, but I thought it'd just be fun to share a little bit more about how Spike has grown up since it's been a couple of weeks. Thank you so much for leaving all your comments in my previous videos. I do read all of them, so if you do have any other questions or suggestions on what I should film next, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I look forward to seeing you all in my next video and hope you're all well. Take care and see you next time.